School Game of the Week is brought to you by Hy-Vee, the official sponsor of High School Spirit. Showers earlier in the day, but it's warm and windy right now as we're at the Olathe District Activity Center in Olathe, Kansas. ODAC, as they like to call it, for a big Sunflower League game as Olathe North playing host to Shawnee Mission East. Last year's game very one-sided as Shawnee Mission East got the easy win, 45-14. There's the new head coach of Shawnee Mission East. Now, if you've heard about what happened at Shawnee Mission East with their coaches, Dustin Delaney was their head coach last year. At the end of the year, he resigned, took a job in Colorado. Fred Bouchard came over from Staley to take over the program. And a week before the season, took an administrative job in Illinois. So Justin Hoover had come over from Bishop Miege, longtime John Holmes assistant. He is a quarterback guru. He took the head coaching job on August the 9th, 4 days before the season started, and he's led his team to a 4-1 start. But this guy's an offensive-minded coach, Therese.
Yeah, you know what? He's coming from a good coaching tree. First it was Grunhard over there, and now John Holmes, good friend of mine from back in the days, my years covering high school sports at the Kansas City Star. I'm happy to see him doing well. And Justin Hoover has got a really good reputation in this area as a quarterback guru. Excited to see what he can do here at Shawnee Mission East.
And there is Chris McCartney, longtime assistant, worked for 4 head coaches at Olathe North back in the day. Gene Weir, John McCall, Pete Flood, Dave Besore. So he's in his 4th year as head coach, 23rd year overall. He's been there since 1996, been part of their 8 state championships. He is a defensive-minded coach, and he's watching out at midfield the coin toss. Your referee in charge tonight is Scott Wetterstrom.
Has an icy glare there, Kev. Doesn't mess around. Coach McCartney, very serious man. Ready to see what his team can do tonight.
I mentioned this is a big Sunflower League game, but as far as the east side of the bracket and playoff seeding, this is an important game. Look at the teams at the top, and on the right you see the point differential. But East coming in at 2, Olathe North at 3, but head-to-head is one of the priorities for the seeding, so this makes this game paramount tonight.
Absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised to see kids playing with a little bit of nerves early. This one matters, and the kids know it.
East won the opening coin toss, deferred their option to the second half. So Olathe North going to start with the football. East in the white helmets, white jerseys, and white pants with the Columbia blue numbers. There's Olathe North. They got the blue jerseys with the red trim, white helmets. And there's their big star, Damon Sanchez, back to retrieve this kick from the All-State kicker, Parker Willis. This guy's got a career long of 56 yards. He's got the wind at his back, and bet on a touchback here.
Well, they should hope so. You don't want to give Damon Sanchez more opportunities to touch the football.
We are ready to go. Sunflower League action on your Friday night on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Glad to have you with us on Spectrum Sports. As here's the run-up and the opening kickoff. And as predicted, this one goes 9 yards deep, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20. And this guy is known more for his running back skills because he was a running back. Arlen Bruce IV is your quarterback, but he can run the football for the Eagles.
Only about 5'11", 175, a sophomore. This kid can run. That name sounds familiar. And that's because his daddy was a good one. And the son's pretty doggone good, too. You look at the numbers there. It's another big play threat to pair up with Sanchez in the backfield. Expect Shawnee Mission East to key in on both these guys, with these guys running the ball at a 90% clip.
And Bruce going to take off and run up the middle, and a nice gain of 5 yards. Bruce's father, Arlen Bruce III, won a Simone back in the day in 1995. Played at Hutch JUCO, Minnesota, and then was a star in the Canadian Football League. And had a couple of cups of coffee with San Francisco and Kansas City as far as the NFL, but he made his mark in the Canadian Football League, playing for a number of years, winning 2 Grey Cups.
Now, he's not real big, Kev, but his arm is okay. We're going to get a chance to see it every once in a while tonight.
Sanchez breaking a tackle from P.J. Spencer. Got a short pickup. Let's check out our starting lineup, brought to you by Concord Career College. Start your healthcare career in months, not years. Concord has several career paths to choose from, and classes are forming now. To find out more, visit concord.edu. These are the guys up front, and then there's the skill guys. Williams is their big play wide receiver, but this is a team that runs the football about 90% of the time. Here's a pass to Elijah Williams, and he is going to be taken down. P.D. Stanton was the first guy to make contact, and it's going to be 4th down. They're still going to need about a yard or so here as we take a look at the rest of your Concord starting lineup now, as we take a look at the defensive side of the ball. Spencer's the big sack guy. As far as the linebackers, Stottle and Moore, their leading tacklers. And the secondary, some of the guys to look out for. Stanton, probably the most consistent player, and he made that stop on 3rd down. It sets up a 4th down. Actually, they're saying less than a yard, but the punting unit out. And the punter sending it down the field is Zach Willoughby-Neal. Takes a nice roll inside the 30. And that's where it'll belong to Shawnee Mission East, and their quarterback is Andy Maddox. He started last year, Therese. Of course, a lot of people hear that name and they think Mike Maddox. His father was a KU basketball player back in the day, a star for Larry Brown. But he's a good football quarterback, and this is a big guy that can throw the football, and he's a very good decision maker for them.
Yeah, Kev, he definitely looks the part, 6'4", 200. You know, this is a kid that's a team captain, knows the offense, takes care of the football. They like him here.
Tony Friends is the running back to his right. This is a more balanced offense. We'll see about 60% run, 40% pass. Here's Tony Friends, and he'll get yardage to the 30 as he's taken down by A.J. Patillo after a short pickup. A.J., one of their inside linebackers and one of their leading tacklers on the team.
Want to get people used to seeing Friends run. Again, he's not real big, only about 5'6", 160, but he runs bigger than his size. This kid's a lot of fun to watch. Enjoy it tonight.
Patillo's had a knee issue earlier in the year, but he's back to full health, playing that inside linebacker position for the Eagles. Chris McCartney and Pete Flood, the former head coach. Now Pete Flood back with the Eagles, coaching the defense. His Friends, another short pickup as he's wrapped up on the play by Savion Butner.
Butner, a returning starter. Gonna need solid players like this to keep this kid in line. It's a good job there crashing down, taking care of business.
It leaves him now 3rd down and 6. This is a offense that averages 36 points per game. Pretty balanced. Coach Hoover, the quarterback guru, he likes to keep it very balanced as he swings it out to Friends, who's a good receiver out of the backfield. And the pitch and catch will result in a Lancer 1st down. And just across the 1st down stake, Friends showing his receiver skills out of the backfield.
I really like this play call. This is nice and simple. You know, you're going to make this defender make a play in space against Friends. That's exceedingly difficult. Good job there by Friends to take care of business and get the 1st down. Got just enough.
Justin Hoover was the play caller back at Bishop Miege, was part of 5 state titles, 4 with Coach Holmes, 1 with Coach Grunhard. This is a running play for short yardage.
1 yard gain by number 2, Tony Friends.
Tony Friends running to the short side of the field. As we continue with the Concord Career College starting lineups. These are the guys up front. Newman doing a great job for them. Lovelace has really stepped up his game, the big right tackle. Wide receivers very dangerous, number 5 and number 6, Eccles and Carroll. We'll also see Bernie run the football along with Friends, and he's an explosive back as well.
I want to see them throw the ball to the tight end, 87, Noah Steele, 6'6", 270. Don't see tight ends that big on the high school level very often.
Quick pitch to Friends, and he's caught for a loss. Nice play there by Savion Butner, the outside linebacker for the Eagles. As we continue with the starting lineups for the Eagles and the guys in the trenches for this 33 stack defense, Matt Martin has had a very good senior campaign. Patillo back after the knee injury, one of their top tacklers. And Stoker is actually their top tackler, plays one of their safety slots for them, number 26.
Martin's a pretty good testament to what happens when a kid devotes himself to working out in the weight room, got bigger and stronger this offseason.
3rd down and 10, looking for the deep ball down the field. It's incomplete. Good coverage by the Eagles as they were looking for Deontay Carroll, their speedster, but the Eagles had this covered rather well here as Maddox just going for the streak pattern here. Nice coverage there by Joseph Rudolph for the North secondary. And that'll be a 4th down and 10 punting situation now.
That's a positive sign early. For Olathe North, they can run with these guys downfield.
Parker Willis with a kicking game and the punting game. As here's Stoker on the return. And Stoker with a nice return across the 30-yard line. Good field position now for the Eagles after that punt. 15-yard return by Devin Stoker, the free safety for this team, also plays wide receiver. And there you look in the huddle with Brian McCall, who was a star quarterback here, playing for his father, won a state championship. Then his younger brother would come in, Mike McCall, and win a state championship as well. As there's Arlen Bruce IV. This guy put up good numbers as a freshman running back, but now they got him playing quarterback, and now they're going to set up their pistol attack here. Sanchez spinning off a tackle and only got about a yard on the play.
1-yard gain by number 2, Damon Sanchez.
Sanchez isn't afraid of the spin move, folks. He'll pivot off that right foot plenty of times a night.
Sanchez, honorable mention, all conference. Track star in the spring for Olathe North. Ran for over 1,000, had 10 touchdowns his junior year.
Shawnee Mission East isn't messing around. They got 8 in the box right now. Trying to take this away.
They're expecting the run, and this is Arlen Bruce trying to turn the corner. Good job by the Lancers, waiting him out, making the stop. Stottle wrapping him up there. And also Ben Woods, the outside linebacker, collaborate on the stop here.
You know, really disciplined eyes here by Ben Woods. Good job there. Gonna need more of that against these two in the backfield, Kev.
3rd down and 8. Bruce in a squatting position. Had over 800 yards as a freshman. They played him as a 9th grader last year.
Wow.
And now he's gonna run it on the quarterback read. And he'll come up shy of the 1st down. He's only get out to the 40. Needed 8, got 6. It'll be 4th down and a couple. Eagles punting unit more than likely going to come out here.
That's a good job there. Number 17, Joe Moore, hanging in there, playing tough against the pulling guard. Closed up the gap. Now he's getting the defense off the field. Nice job there by Moore.
Willoughby Neal with the rugby-style kick, and this one off the side of his foot. He waited and waited. This will be very short. Take a late Eagles hop down near the 37-yard line. It's only a 22-yard punt and almost hit a Lancer player here as he was waiting forever, deciding to punt this, and
whoa.
Watch this Lancer player. He got knocked off his feet, and the ball almost hits the back of his legs there, and that would have been disastrous for the Lancers. But instead, it'll be Andy Maddox's football. His team went actually got a 1st down, then had to punt. So they've been a little more successful thus far, but thus far the defense has been the strong suit for both sides in this game as Maddox sending friends in motion. This will be Rashawn Burney. And he'll get it across the 40. Tackle on the play by Jasper Earls.
Earls is a pretty enthusiastic kid. You can tell, a return starter. Really sticks his nose in there. Steps over him, trying to let him know what the deal is tonight.
It's a very physical Olathe North team. Pass on the slant, and it is a catch by Noah Steele, the tight end, who had to go down low to reel that one in. That's a first down catch.
Now, Kev, that is
For
a
the
high school
Lancers.
tight end. Good Lord, that is a big kid to play high school tight end. But good hands there.
Yep.
Hauls it in. That's what you want. First down.
He's a baseball star, a first baseman, but had to
That's
do the
outstanding.
regrip on the second attempt, able to get the first down catch across midfield for the Lancers. As Maddox now looking deep down the field, has his man, Trey Eccles with the catch. And did he get in, or is he
Awesome
pushed
throw.
out inside the 2? Now they'll say he's down to the 2. Big catch by Trey Eccles down the field.
Awesome throw there by Maddox. You had 3 verts going, single coverage. He put it out there. Eccles hauled it in.
45
Outstanding.
yards on this passing play. James Thomas had pretty good coverage, but this is a great throw by Maddox.
Yeah, if you're James Thomas, I don't know what else you can do. That was a heck of a throw. Even better catch. And now the Lancers are on the doorstep here of a TD.
First and goal, and they
got
power
it.
into the end zone with Rashawn Burney, their power back. And the Lancers strike first on a 2-yard touchdown run.
And what you see right here, Kev, is the benefit of being able to go up top. You stretch the defense a little bit, and then you hit them with the power. You know, that football is about balance. Deep throws, short throws, power runs, and then some elusiveness from the backfield. I like what they've got going early here.
And Parker Willis, who they say is a Division I level kicker, they're trying to find a good spot for him. He's a big guy too, and now movement before the snap. This is on Olathe North. There you take a look at Rashawn Burney, who got the touchdown run. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Guy that played safety mainly last year, but they had a different offense last year under Coach Delaney. There was a flex bone. And if you're trying to figure out what the flex bone is, think of St. Thomas Aquinas and Coach Dryling's offense. It's a run-dominated offense as Willis drills the extra point.
The point after is good by number 28, Parker Willis.
Yeah, so not the start Olathe North wants here, but this is just power right here. You see big number 7 leading the way through the hole. That's
PJ
great.
Spencer's,
Spencer showed a little nastiness there, clearing the way.
he's their defensive line star.
And Burney takes care of the rest.
The big play, though, that pass to Eccles down the sideline. In that 45-yard connection from Maddox to Eccles, put him on the doorstep as we take another look at this play.
Yeah, you can tell they've been practicing this. There was no hesitation about where to go from Maddox. He knew where he wanted to throw. Got it downfield, put good touch on it near the sidelines. Him and Eccles hooking up early. Would not be surprised if they try to hook up like that again later.
Eccles, their vertical threat, averages over 20 yards per catch as Parker Willis has it on the tee.
Now,
Sanchez, the deep man, awaiting this kick.
Now this is important for Olathe North here. They need to, 'cause they don't throw that much. So I want to see him come back out here with some gusto and start running the football effectively.
Through the end zone for a touchback in Olathe North. And their head coach, Brian McCall.
Run rabbit, we're going left.
Once again, it's a quarterback back in the day, won a state championship. His team went 12-0. That was back in 2000. Those were the Gene Weir days. His dad was on the staff. Then when his dad was the head coach, his little brother Mike won a state championship as a quarterback. So a lot of winning for the McCall family. As he's calling the plays tonight, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Running play up the middle, not doing too much as Sanchez is bottled up. Will be 2nd down and long.
So that was pretty interesting because we know Olathe North likes to run the football, but Shawnee Mission East only had 7 in the box on that play, and they were still able to stop the run. If that continues, that's a big problem for Olathe North. So again, it's 7-on-7 here blocking wise. They got to be able to run on this.
This is Garrett Kendricks, and he'll get a 1st down as they go jet sweep. And he runs it across the 30, out close to the 35. Nice run by Kendricks, who's a wide receiver / running back for this team.
I love when really any football team gets blockers in motion on the move. It's really fun to look at, balletic almost. Olathe North needs to go back to that later.
Kendrick's got 12. He has rushing stats and receiving stats. As this is a running play by Bruce, the quarterback. Got a limited gain there. Again, his dad was a Simone winner. Olathe North has more Simone wins than any school in the KC metro area. They have 6, but he was the first back in 1995. Had 10 seasons in the Canadian Football League. Just an incredible player back in the day. He was Sproles before Sproles.
Another even count boxer, Kev.
And that's Sanchez across the 40 to the 42-yard line, a gain of 5. And you get the feeling that the Eagles are starting to find their rhythm as far as their running game is concerned.
You know, Kev, you kind of find that in high school football. The offensive line kind of takes a few plays to warm up.
Got an injury timeout right now for Gavin Jones. The right guard is shaken up.
A returning starter. Don't like to see that.
Coach McCartney out there to check on his player. This team, their lone loss was in Colorado. They took a game with Columbine, Colorado. And Columbine is a very good program there. They lost a game with Wichita Heights. And they took that game, but they fell short. Let's try to find this injury here. Looks like, got hit on his lower legs, Yep. You always have to watch your legs and getting rolled up by players when you're an offensive lineman. I've heard offensive linemen doing like yoga and a lot of flexibility exercises that when they feel any contact to their lower legs or behind their legs, they just go limp and just go with the flow. If you stay rigid, that's how you get hurt.
Yeah, whenever you can loosen up your tendons and joints, that helps on the football field, where sometimes, no matter what position you play, aside from kicker or punter, you know, you're going to get contorted a little bit, and your body needs to be able to adjust to it.
Injury timeout for Olathe North. Thus far, the lone score, 2-yard touchdown run by Rashawn Burney of Shawnee Mission East. Kind of a hard-hitting defensive struggle between these two Sunflower League teams. Shawnee Mission East has had Olathe North's number. They've won 2 straight and 6 of the last 7. Now the fans giving Gavin Jones a nice round of applause as the Olathe North training staff. It's one of their features at their school, so this is a player that's in good hands. Let's take a look at a good crowd here tonight. Temperatures, game time, we're in the 80s, a mild night.
Looks like Michael Vernon Jr. is coming in to replace him.
Homecoming night here at Olathe North. Notice the coaching staff never mentioned that once to me. It was homecoming. They love homecoming, don't the coaching staff?
Oh,
so,
yeah. No distractions at all there, Kev.
Yeah.
It's just high school kids wondering about dates and stuff.
Yeah.
The football coaches want them to focus about the game. They want them worried about the game.
It's like they put Michael Vernon Jr. in to replace the injured player there, and now running play for 1 yard. Shawnee Mission East thought the ball came out here. The officials did not agree with them. It's 4th down nonetheless at less than the yard. Let's take another look here. Sanchez.
That's outstanding. I'm going to tell you something, Kev. P.J. Spencer's fun to watch. This guy's a good player.
Bruce goes into a catcher stance. He is a star baseball player, outfielder with power. And now he'll go for it on 4th down. And he'll run for the first down as he's across the 50-yard line. So the Eagles Now into Lancer territory as they convert on 4th down and short.
I got to tell you, I don't think that was a coincidence they ran away from Spencer. This is just a sprint option. Hard running by Bruce. And they keep the football, which is important. They need to respond on this drive. They know it. That's why they went for it.
So 1st and 10. Delayed handoff to Sanchez, short side of the field. And he'll get bumped out near the 47-yard line.
3-yard gain by number 2.
They give him 3 yards on the gain by Damon Sanchez.
Second down, Olathe North.
One thing I notice about Sanchez is that he runs with a little bit of flair. Like some running backs that are really fast and have some moves, they have that. They just kind of look cool as they glide along. That gives them a little bit of ability late in the game to run away from people. We'll see if that ever bears fruit here.
2nd down and 7. Sanchez. Another short run. And of course, so Olathe North is known as running back U. I mean, this is the school, running back high. I mean, all the great running backs you've seen over the years played for the Eagles, starting with Darren Sproles and Arlen Bruce III, the quarterback's father.
Absolutely. Don't forget James Franklin either. There's some great running backs coming through this school.
Maurice Mack, Jim Bonight. They've had a number of great running backs over the years. The Gore brothers.
Absolutely.
As this is Sanchez just kind of going into the pile and just punches his way to the 40-yard line. He's a little bit short of the 1st down.
That looks like a kid who's been told on tape to just hit the hole. There was no dancing around. Like his coach definitely told him at one point or another, just put your nose in there and go.
4th down again. Now last time we saw Bruce run the football. See if out of the pistol they're going to run it again. Now Sanchez comes up to his right. He's a blocker. Bruce cuts it up, has the 1st down. And the Eagles find in a rhythm offensively. He'll have it inside the 35, 1st and 10.
Bruce is more slippery than anything. He does a really nice job like finding the hole and just kind of darting through. Like, I like that. Good hustle there though. Nose tackle Andino.
Once again, Vernon, number 73, came in for the injured Gavin Jones. He took the left guard slot, and then Schnorr flip-flopped over from left guard to right guard. Here's Sanchez. Not much doing here, as Andino was there, and also Joseph Moore, number 17, the inside linebacker.
His defense looks well coached. That's a heck of a job there on that power.
That's the final play of the 1st quarter.
That was right there.
Seen a good defensive ball game at the end of 1. Shawnee Mission East leading Olathe North. Sunflower League action on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week as you're watching Spectrum Sports. Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week right here on Spectrum Sports. Week 6 in the Sunflower State. Sunflower League action. Olathe North playing host to Shawnee Mission East. First play of the 2nd quarter. There goes Sanchez into the secondary. And he's finally taken down inside the 20 near the 15. This guy so electric. Damon Sanchez for Olathe North. That's a 1st down for the Eagles.
Really nice block there by the tight end. Ivan Avila. Pulling through, pa! Love it, love it, love it, love it. Great job there by number 81.
16 yards and a 1st down. The Eagles inside the red zone for the first time tonight, trailing 7-0 on a Rashawn Burney 2-yard touchdown run. Fake the jet sweep to Kendrick. And Bruce taking off and takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, 16 yards out. Arlen Bruce IV. As they faked the jet sweep, quarterback kept it and took it to pay dirt.
I love this play call. I love this play call. They almost fumbled it on a snap, but some misdirection manipulates the linebacker's eyes. They pull a couple players across through the hole. I love power football like that. Nice job, nice play call, better execution.
Willoughby Neal missing the point after touchdown. Oh, that's crucial in this game. as he hooked it. But Arlen Bruce IV with his 10th rushing touchdown of the year.
You can see it here. This is a great job by Bruce, securing the football first, then reading his blockers and making a play. You gotta love it. Got that from his daddy.
Good long drive by the Eagles, 13 plays, 80 yards, capped off by the 10th rushing touchdown of the year by Arlen Bruce from 16 yards out. But the point after touchdown missing by the special teams for Olathe North. Early stages of the second quarter as Willoughby Neal counting his special teams unit, ready to send it back to Carroll and Eccles, the two wide receivers for the Lancers, the speedsters. We've seen Eccles make a big play in the first quarter, the 45-yard catch to set up the first score by the Lancers. These guys can flat out run.
It's okay, we got a ball game here.
One hopper off Eccles' hand, and Eccles pinched to the sideline, able to get what he can to the 21. That did not get off to a good start on the return, but Eccles, the athlete that he is, able to make the best of it. And Andy Maddox in the offense will start 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. As you take a look at Justin Hoover, who has the Spin It Quarterback Academy. And he's worked with the likes of Skylar Thompson, who's now at K-State, Drew Locke, who's now at Missouri, Ryan Willis, Virginia Tech. And he's worked with a lot of local quarterbacks. Graham Mertz currently playing at Blue Valley North. And I said to Coach Hoover, I said, what about the draft next year, 2019 NFL draft in Nashville? Will you be at the lock table? He said, oh yeah, I'll be there. As here's the running play by Maddox. Running room for the big guy.
Maddox
turning on the Jets. Stoker trying to run him down and will. But a nice big time run all the way down to the 36-yard line. Who says number 10 for Olathe North's the only guy that can run? Number 10 for Shawnee Mission East. Putting him up and putting him down there.
Mad Dog here. Don't be fooled by the 6'4" height. He's moving faster than you think. Look at this. He's out running. That's a big chunk gain by the quarterback. And
44 yards by Andy Maddox. So it's a 1st and 10. Spotted at the 36-yard line, so the big run. And this is Friends, and he is first contacted by A.J. Patillo. And then his Friends stop Friends. And it's a short run. Second down and 8. Well, a big play set up the last scoring drive for Shawnee Mission East. Let's see if the Lancers can get points after the Andy Maddox 44-yard run that got him in the plus territory. This is Friends up the middle and nothing doing. The Eagles.
Ooh, they're keyed in on that.
Yeah, they are not having anything to do with it. Patillo and Mason Pride, the linebackers, combine on the stop. And that'll leave them 3rd down and long as you take a look at Mason Pride, his father Jeremy, one of the coaches for the Eagles.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a heck of a play. Pride was all over it. He saw it the whole way and attacked it with the appropriate aggression.
Patillo, 39 total tackles coming in, 2nd on the team, behind Stoker, the safety man. On 3rd down, quarterback under duress, gets away from Matt Martin, but slips and falls. And again, the pressure there. Zarlengo was back there, Matt Martin was back there, and Maddox lost his footing, and they'll get credit for a half sack each by those two big guys, number 9 and number 67.
Zarlengo's an absolute load, 6'3", 280. He can go get you, college prospect, returning starter, flashing appropriately. He's a good football player.
Punt unit out with Parker Willis to punt it away on 4th down and 15.
Oh!
And it's a fake. The pass is thrown, and it's caught.
Oh,
and there's a flag down. This is caught and run down to the 20-yard line.
Flags everywhere.
Looks like a man downfield. Price Terrell caught the football. Nice catch by Price, but this may be coming back as the officials meeting on the field to discuss all the yellow.
Flags littering this field. See what they're calling here.
There is little foul for an eligible man downfield, and the ball is caught within the line of scrimmage. After the play, personal foul, Olathe North. Will be a quick acquisition to the goal.
So no man down the field, but there is a personal foul penalty, a tack-on penalty. As you take a look at Willis finding Price Terrell. That's
Great
just
call.
A good catch. Able to convert it by about 6 yards. And then they said a personal foul against the Eagles as there was some shoving after the play. And they'll be half the distance, so they'll spot the ball from the 20 down to the 10-yard line. Well, actually just outside the 10. They can actually get a first down inside the 1-yard line as Coach McCartney looking on. Not a happy camper there.
Great job by Shawnee Mission East, taking advantage of Olathe North's aggression and special teams. They saw that on tape.
Motion by Friends. They'll give it off to Bernie, trying to cut it back, and Patillo able to wrap him up after a gain of about 2. As East in the red zone here, trying to take advantage of an Andy Maddox 44-yard run and then a fake punt as Parker Willis throwing to Price Terrell and converting on a 4th down and long. Motion again by Friends. This is Bernie up the middle, and Mason Pride right there, the outside linebacker, the junior, able to halt his progress.
It's looking increasingly like Olathe North's going to make them throw the football. They're going to run the football and stop the run. Because these linebackers are flying up to stop the run. There's no messing around here.
These linebackers so good. Pride, Patillo, Earls, Wambua, Butner.
Justin Hoover is a quarterback guru, so I'm sure he's got some passes up his sleeve.
Tight end in the slot. Look out for Steele. Now they go the other way, and the slant is caught. Touchdown.
Outstanding.
And that is Trey Eccles.
They've got something going.
8 yards on the nice slant there. So Eccles with his second big catch of the night, and the Lancers get their second touchdown of the night. For Eccles, it's his 6th touchdown of the year. Trey Eccles.
Kev, I'm so impressed with Andy Mad Dog Maddox's ability in the pocket. He's winning. He's winning in the pocket, making some nice throws, making Olathe North pay for keying in on the run. And then also Trey Eccles. He's got to haul it in, and he's doing it. They got a good thing going.
Parker Willis able to tack on the extra point. That's big in this one. Now it's 14-6 East on top of North here. Middle stages of the second quarter in this big Sunflower League matchup. A lot on the line. Either one of these teams has a chance to win the Sunflower League, and they're also looking for that #1 seed as far as the 6A East bracket is concerned. Everybody would say, well, what about Lawrence Free State? They're supposed to be the dominant team of the Sunflower League. They're in the West bracket for 6A, so you don't have to worry about them unless you play in the championship game down in Emporia.
That's right. Folks on the here and now. And here and now, I'm impressed by Eccles. I'm not surprised, though. Came in averaging over 20 yards a catch. That's really good. And Eccles making the Eagles pay for their insistence on taking away the run.
So an 8-play, 79-yard drive, and Eccles with the touchdown catch as Willis not ready with the ensuing kickoff.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
And this one he's going against the wind. Fair catch called for and taken in by Rudolph. He'll take it at the 21. Let's go back to that last drive. A lot of big plays setting up the Lancers score here. Starts with this run by the quarterback.
This is awesome, and you know what? The eyes of Olathe North's linebackers got manipulated by the action. They got manipulated by the action, and Maddox made them pay. And this was just an outstanding call and even better execution. Not a man in sight. They saw it on tape. And then here you go. This is excellent. Slant ball. Great catch, contested ball. And Eccles coming up big.
And Sanchez is thrown for a loss. Joseph Moore, the inside linebacker, he's their leading tackler.
And you see why.
Just spun Sanchez around the waist and grabbed him there and just kind of spun him to the turf for a loss. Or actually no gain, they're saying officially, as they spot it back to the line of scrimmage.
Moore, the senior captain, gets after it. Look at his eyes. Did you see the way he attacked the hole? He wasn't worried about Sanchez's elusiveness. He just attacked the hole and spun him down to the ground. That's what you expect from your senior captain. Outstanding.
This guy going to be probably a safety on the next level as they go jet sweep play to Stoker. And nice play by Lee Marshall, sealing the edge. One of their future stars, the sophomore defensive lineman.
I got to tell you, Garrett Schnurr coming around on the pool. You're going to see just Mine's just gloving up more, but Schnurr just cleared him right out of the hole. That is outstanding. Great job by the senior left guard at 6 feet, 285 pounds.
And they move Schnurr to the right guard after the injury to the. As here's Sanchez on 3rd down and long, and he's not going to get the first down. As a great play there by Shawnee Mission East. As that's one of their linebackers. That's Nate Jones. He's a junior, 205 pounds. Just makes a nice read, makes a nice stop on a good running back here.
That's how you stack and shed from the linebacker position, Kev. And the kid's fired up. He should be. They've done a heck of a job against an outstanding back in Sanchez.
Punt formation, Willoughby Neal, rugby-style punt. This to the right side. And this ball is going to be allowed to hit, and that is a good yardage situation for Olathe North as that takes an Eagles roll inside the 15 down to the 11-yard line.
That's a great job by the punter. Shawnee Mission East has his long field. It is really important for Olathe North to get these guys off the field right now.
That ends up being a 63-yard punt. And you don't want to go see the special teams coach after that one, but you know, certain teams have different rules on punt catching, but the main one is catch the punt so you don't lose all that real estate. But when it's a windy night, the ball tends to move in the air. You don't want to muff it. So back to the 11-yard line. Running play, Friend, short side of the field. Get it out near the 15-yard line for a gain of 4 yards.
Yo, okay, I got to tell you, I was looking at that coverage. That looked like man-free coverage. Olathe North is begging Shawnee Mission East to take another deep ball shot here. If they're going to play single coverage like that with no deep help with Eccles, the offensive coordinator had to see it. I'll be fascinated to see if they take a shot. Because Maddox is feeling himself right now. I bet you could complete it.
Carroll and Eccles are both dangerous vertical receivers, and they're
there's nobody deep.
To the right of the quarterback. They'll keep it on the ground. And this is Friends, close to the first down, about a yard short. Tony Friends, averaging 5.3 yards per carry.
4-yard gain by number 2.
Plays point guard for Sean Hare and the Shawnee Mission East boys basketball team in the winter.
Brings the 3rd down for Shawnee Mission East.
Nice job on the pull there. 3rd and 1. Got to be able to get a yard.
Coach Hare coaches football. Some of the underclassmen as early movement on the defensive line. That'll be an automatic first down. So Maddox, the heady quarterback that he is for East with the hard cadence, drew Matt Martin offsides. Penalty yardage first down now for Shawnee Mission East.
Maddox continues to impress. Smart job there. Good job there, drawing him off sides, getting yourself a free down. Free first down. Yep. And he points it out, yep. Really like what I'm seeing from the quarterback Maddox here, man. Just complete command.
1st and 10 from the 25, swing it out to Friends. That's the short side of the field. Friends able to get around the corner and take it near the 30-yard line for a gain of 5.
4-yard gain by number 2. Tony Friends. Tackle with name number 5, Jasper.
That's a little toss.
Second down.
Let Friends make a play. Get him in space.
This guy's a good receiver. He's approaching 20 catches on the year, over 100 yards receiving, so he's a multi-dimensional back, Tony Friends. On second down, Maddox, plenty of time, and able to complete the pass. And across midfield, nice running after the catch by the Shawnee Mission East wide receiver. That is Deontay Carroll. They've got Eccles, they got this guy.
No.
And they got a twosome that's very strong at wideout for Shawnee Mission East.
Now let me tell you something. We've been talking a lot about Eccles, but Carroll's no slouch either. This is a 4'5" kid himself, and he's another vertical threat. They're just picking, they're just taking what the Eagles defense gives them. Good balanced play calling by Shawnee Mission East.
24 yards on the pitch and catch, most of it coming yards after the catch by the strength of Carroll.
Yep.
1st and 10.
Yep.
Carroll going down the field, has Eccles inside the 20, and he's taken down near the 17-yard line. Another big play of 34 yards to Trey Eccles.
That's what I was saying. They'd been giving them that. Olathe North was giving them the deep ball. No safety help consistently on this drive. We're going to see it again here. Look, Olathe North is showing a lot of faith in the corner. Number 6 got beat for a couple touchdowns, but he's a senior. He's a kid that they trust in, James Thomas. But Shawnee Mission East right now, they see a matchup they're going after it.
This is Rashawn Burney trying to cut it back. The Eagles would have none of it as Patillo and Baker combined for the stop. No gain. As Eccles having quite a first half.
Yeah.
He's approaching 100 yards receiving, and he has a touchdown catch of 8 yards on the slant.
What you're seeing is the benefit to having balance on the high school level, right? Like a lot of times a high school team will be a little limited by the personnel. They'll either be able to run it well or throw it well, but I think they can do both. And that allows them to just take what the defense gives them.
Play action, rolling right is Maddox, and one hops it to his tight end, incomplete.
Really nice coverage by Olathe North. I feel like that was something they've been practicing. I'm sure the scout team had run that against the first string defense in practice. They had it covered too well. That was just something that you can tell they saw on tape and prepared for. So a nice job there by Olathe North's defense.
Going to be now 3rd down and long, just over 3 to play before Hy-Vee at the half. Numbers and highlights brought to you by your employee-owned Hy-Vee stores, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. On 3rd down, setting up the screen to Friends. Blocking is out there.
Yeah.
Friends cuts it up, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Shawnee Mission East. 17 yards on the screen to Tony Friends.
An absolute monster play call. An absolute monster block. Look at it. He leaks out. Friends has it. In space, you're in trouble already. But boom! The big block. I think it was Danny Scott. Took him to town. I love it.
Willis, 3 for 3 on PATs. Now it's 21-6. Shawnee Mission East, Coach Hoover fired up on the Lancer sidelines.
Justin Hoover, he's having himself a half as a play caller now. You know, let's take another look at that here. I'm gonna take it from the ground field level. They waited all half for this. And you know what? Let's give Friends some credit too. He had to make the play. You know, Friends gets it in space, but he still got all that green in front of him. He has to make the play, and he does. He makes 2 men miss. He runs through the tackle of Malcolm McKibben. Give him 6.
And that's his first receiving touchdown of the year. Maddox now with 2 touchdown passes in this game. And 11 for the year, 8 plays, 89 yards. That drive started at the 11-yard line.
Super efficient day by Andy Maddox.
Kick away, another fair catch call for and made by the defensive back, Rudolph. As was fighting it a little bit there as
Yeah.
the ball was hitting the wind and kind of dying, but he was able to make the diving catch, and the Eagles will have it. But once again, this is a team that gets down. They don't pass the ball that much.
Right.
So they're down 21-6 here. Still a lot of time
There's a
left.
lot
They
of
can't
time.
Abandon their
You're okay.
MO, but still.
You're okay, Kev. Like,
All right.
you know, you're okay.
Still run
but
the football.
I tell you one thing though. You give up another score, you're in a little bit of trouble here. So this is a bit of danger time for these guys.
Bruce wanting to throw, passing,
Yes.
finding his tight end, Avila. And that's a first down catch near the 40-yard line.
I like
Ivan Avila.
I like that. You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing Olathe North try to open it up a little bit. They say the Bruce kid's got a good arm, even though the strength is running the ball. He's a converted running back. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what variety of short concepts you can pull out, because you got to pull some of this stuff out.
Sanchez to the outside.
Sanchez!
And now turning on the speed down the sideline.
See ya!
Damon is gone.
And that is why you stay true to who you are.
63 yards.
At some point, they were going to have to open it up a little bit with the short game, but never forget your studs, especially on the high school level. And there's no doubt about it. Damon Sanchez is a stud, and he is the milkman on this. He is the man that carries the mail. Juice.
This guy missed his last point after touchdown.
Got
And
it.
this one just inside the right upright
It might have been a
is
discussion.
good, yeah.
It might have been a discussion on the sideline after the miss, Kev. I don't know, because that one was sure enough straight.
Well, Sanchez gets
Watch
his
this.
16th
He
touchdown
doesn't
of the
need
year.
much. He doesn't need much.
Good blocking by the wide receivers, but there you see the speed.
And let me tell you something, Kev. When you put a track star in a track meet on the football field, that's how it ends, baby. Ain't nobody catching him.
Elijah Williams, a good block on the outside, setting his running back free. Damon Sanchez with a 63-yard touchdown run. Now I'm going to watch the video of it on the sidelines.
Now, back in my day when I played high school ball, we didn't have that, Kev. I don't know about you.
Technology, my man.
Hey, my word, at the high school level. Good to see schools still investing in the great sport of football. And you see our man Jay Hoover, Justin Hoover, trying to figure out what he's going to go to now.
Still got plenty of time. Has all his timeouts, so don't sleep on the Lancers here. They're going to look for some points here.
You know what? That's just what the doctor ordered for Olathe North. They needed something to give these guys some juice heading into half. Here you go.
Kick away. And the speed on the other end. Out to the 42-yard line goes Deontay Carroll.
Yo,
Big play after big play in this one.
there is some serious juice on the field tonight. Carroll, Eccles, Maddox, Sanchez, Bruce. A lot of big-time playmakers in this one.
Like a 30-yard kickoff return, and Coach Hoover and the offense checking out. Got 2 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown.
Now, I actually think that the play call on this drive is going to give us a real good indication of how confident Coach Hoover is in his team. Are they going to throw it a little bit? Are they just going to run it? I don't know. How aggressive would they be? Because let me tell you something. Still no deep safeties for Olathe North.
Friends cutting it back. Jordan Baker wrapping him up. After a 3-yard gain, it'll be 2nd down and 7. Number 90 there, Jordan Baker.
Yeah.
One of their defensive line leaders. State qualifier in wrestling.
So Olathe North believes in what they do defensively. Chris McCartney calls it defense with Pete Flood. But I will tell you one thing. You see the corners giving these receivers a little more respect now. 10-yard cushions.
There's Friends, nice cut. And he's got the first down and more. Friends inside the 40 as he's wrestled down near the 36-yard line.
Trey Friends is a
19
playmaker.
yards on this run. First down, Shawnee Mission East.
That's all he is. Trey Friends is a playmaker. you know, 5'6", 160, whatever. The kid makes plays. Love it.
Tony Friends has a receiving touchdown in the ball game. Bernie has a rushing touchdown. So both their running backs have got into the end zone tonight. 1st and 10 for East. Just before halftime, pump fake. Looking for the deep ball.
Got it!
And he's got it.
Again!
And it's a touchdown.
Woo!
And it's going to go to Deontay Carroll.
Now, Kev, you got, I think we've been harping a little bit on the coverage that Olathe North's been playing. No safety help against 2 receivers like this. You're begging for him to go up top, and you got a quarterback that can sling the rock a little bit. Maddox can sling it, and they're all having big-time games.
Well, Eccles has one. Now Carroll goes from 36 yards out as Willis drives through the extra point. He's 4 for 4. Watch how this play develops slowly for the wide receiver here.
There's way too much time here for the quarterback, but a beautiful throw.
Pause there, and then he just breaks free. And Rudolph knows he's beat, is frustrated, got his hands on his helmet there.
Hey, you know, they're going to have to make some adjustments at halftime because unlike some high school teams, Shawnee Mission East can chuck it deep efficiently. These 2 receivers, Eccles and Carroll, can go get it. They're legit fast. These are 4'5" kids, okay? And the 6'4" quarterback Maddox can get it to them. So there's going to have to be some sort of adjustment here because you can see with the play calling that they feel disrespected by the coverage because they're going up top.
36-yard touchdown catch, his 4th of the year, and what a offensive output by the Lancers. They have 21 points against this defense, and we're only coming up upon halftime. As they're calling for a fair catch. No, Sanchez decides to take off and goes for little yardage, but I could hear from the sidelines they were saying fair catch it. And now the Eagles get it with just over a minute to play for Coach McCall and his offense.
I'm very interested to see what kind of adjustments that defense makes. But for now, it's up to Arlen Bruce to try to make something happen. Him and Damon. Maybe give Shawnee Mission East a taste of their medicine with a screen pass, something like that.
And the quarterback will tuck and run, and not much doing in the middle of the field. As Nate Jones involved in the stop along with P.J. Spencer. Spencer first team all-league.
Yeah. Spencer's been impressive.
This guy really high GPA kid, also a good swimmer. May end up at an Ivy League school or a Patriot League school, they're saying, as the pass is off the hands of Kendricks, incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down and long for the Eagles right before halftime.
So this call will be interesting because there's 45 seconds left. You got to keep the clock running, right? So whatever they call, especially if it's a pass, it's going to be like one of their best passing concepts. I'm interested to see whatever that is.
There's the play calls as the signs have a tiger and a
well, it's empty.
OU logo there.
We got an empty set here. It's the sprint.
Bruce is going to try to take off and run. And he's such a dangerous
Arlen.
runner. This is what he does. Breaking free, and he's out to midfield. Wow, that's talent by himself there as he made that on his own.
My word.
Man, what a run. Bruce. As he goes for 24 yards and a 1st down across midfield here.
I like the call. I mean, but some of this is, I mean, a lot of this is just Bruce being amazing. Like, look at the number of men he makes miss. Was it 5 guys, 6 guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Swing pass out to Kendricks.
Yep.
And he's just pounding into the defender. As you heard the
Tyler Stoddard
pads and helmets crack there, and he'll leave the field.
And the first team all sunflower linebacker, Stoddard.
Timeout Olathe North after this hard contact here. Oh, wow.
That is a Sunflower League collision, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, don't forget that during halftime,
Still 2 timeouts left for Olathe North on their homecoming night here.
Don't forget that during halftime, we will be crowning the 2018 Olathe North Homecoming King and Queen and recognizing the 2018 Olathe North Homecoming Court.
Coach McCall is the offensive coordinator for Coach McCarty, who saw Brian's father earlier this year. He is on the staff at William Chrisman. Of course, Jeff Myers from Olathe East also on that staff for Coach Matt Perry. Coach McCall's been at Olathe North for a number of years.
Hey, back up, back up.
A 2nd down and 4 after the Eagle timeout as they go empty again for Bruce. Swing it out. This is Elijah Williams with blockers in front.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Eli.
oh, man, got it inside the 30, and a saving tackle by Petey Stanton, the safety man, as he stops him at the 25-yard line, 17 yards and a 1st down. As Eagles get up to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I'd like to see Williams get the ball a little more. I think he's got some juice. He's a good athlete. He is their most targeted receiver, however.
That was a 1st down run and catch by Williams, who also plays on the basketball team for Jeff Walton. Pass near side again, same guy, Williams. And he's inside the 20, and he's down near the 15-yard line. Looks like another nice gain as pushing and shoving after the play. Everybody needs to calm down here. It's just before halftime. But it is a 1st down as Williams back-to-back nice catches and runs results in Eagle 1st downs here.
Just a little screen. Williams does the rest. And there's a little bit of hubbub.
I think Schlolte thought he got held there on the play, and that's what he was frustrated about, as he was trying to make the stop, trying to get off his block, and Schlotte was a little grumbly after the play. And now how big are some points here before halftime if you're Olathe North?
You got to come away with something. A touchdown would be ideal, but you got to come away with something.
Well, they're down to 1 timeout. Have the ball on the 15, 1st and 10, but clock not their friend in this situation.
Only 1 timeout. But I will say this. They struggled to make the extra point earlier. You know, I get it if they go for the touchdown here, especially when you got playmakers like Bruce and Sanchez.
Keep in mind, they still have another timeout if they're tackled in the field of play here. As Bruce likes to squat down so he can see the play signs. Empty set. Williams, same play. Williams up the field and gets out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Really
Elijah Williams.
Now, you call that instructing Williams to get out of bounds. If you're going to call that, you're going to say, hey, get what you can, but make sure you get out so we don't have to use a timeout here.
And they use 5 seconds off the clock, and they still have 7 seconds to go. And now Shawnee Mission East will take a defensive timeout here as Eagles driving just before halftime.
I've been impressed by Olathe North's play calling on this drive. They're doing what they do well. They're taking advantage of their best receiving threat. It makes sense. But now in a gotta-have a situation, what do you turn to, Kev?
Well, you could run it with Arlen Bruce IV or Sanchez. We've seen both of them very effective tonight, and you still have that 1 timeout. But remember, the clock's down to 7 seconds. If you get tackled in the field of play, you got to call the timeout quickly, or the clock's going to run out, and you're going to get zilch here before halftime. Seen the kicking game questionable tonight as they missed a point after touchdown.
Maybe a bubble to Eli Williams or a sprint, an option sprint to give Arlen the option to toss it to Sanchez, and something like that. Zone read, So those would be my guesses. Let's see what they go to.
Danny Long and Derek Ryder, co-defensive coordinators for Shawnee Mission East, had their timeout. Let's see what the defense decides to call here.
Ooh, it looks like Shawnee Mission East knows it too. You see two defenders right lined up across from Eli down at the bottom of the screen.
And another timeout is taken by Shawnee Mission East. So they line up, they see what the offense wants to do, and they take a second timeout.
Well, who knows what they were trying to do per se, but I did notice that Elijah Williams at the bottom of the screen, and there were two cornerbacks basically lined up against him. So they were trying to take away the little tunnel screen they've been running. It'd be interesting to see what they turn to now. If you're going to devote two men to Elijah Williams, that's leaving space for Arlen Bruce and Damon Sanchez. So, a little cat and mouse game here, Kev.
Spot the ball at the 4-yard line.
But if I'm Olathe North, I want a touchdown, especially if you can't necessarily make an adjustment to your defense on the fly with safety coverage. So I want a touchdown here. Let's go.
Williams is to the right here. That's the way Bruce looks on the slant. And incomplete. Couldn't haul it in. And a good work there by Trey Eccles, the wide receiver / defensive back, able to jar this ball free from Williams.
Have a day, Trey Eccles. Outstanding coverage all over Elijah Williams. Wow.
And now with 3 seconds, we're going to get another timeout by East. That'll be their third and final timeout. There's the defensive coordinator, Danny Long, talking to his guys with Justin Hoover, the head coach, roaming in the background with some insights. Danny Long has the defensive calls. He's in his 4th year. Derek Ryder is also their co-defensive coordinator.
So this is going to be fascinating, Kevin. I don't know what I turn to if I'm Olathe North here. It's got to have a situation. But I'll tell you this though, if you're in a gotta have a situation, I gotta imagine the ball is gonna be in Arlen Bruce's hands. Either him or Sanchez. I mean, you gotta go down with who brung.
No, they've got Sanchez lined up in a slot to the left. Williams is in the
maybe a jet sweep
outside wide receiver's position on the right. Empty backfield for Bruce. They'll look to the sideline for the play.
It's only 4 yards.
Play clock is not in danger of running out here.
Maybe a zone read or something.
But this might be the final play of the second quarter. Gonna throw a low pass, and it's caught by Stoker for the touchdown. Devin Stoker.
Yo, give it up. Give it up. Give it up to the play calling here. Brian McCall, the offensive coordinator, turns to something we haven't really seen all night. You gotta think that, hey, they're gonna put the ball in the hands of their playmakers, but instead, they run a little out route to my man Devin Stoker, a wrestler, showing that he's got soft hands too.
4-yard pass and catch by Devin Stoker, and that is his second receiving touchdown of the year. And tell you what, everybody was poised to stop Williams here, and Stoker got himself wide open here.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's a good route. That's a really good throw by Bruce. Hey, Bruce can make that throw. Let's see it. That's a heck of a job. That's a heck of a job by everybody associated with Olathe North.
Free safety had the coverage, was late getting over, and Stoker makes the 4-yard touchdown catch. Big points for Olathe North just before halftime. As the clock has run out, they will get a chance to attempt a point after touchdown play, whether it be a 2-point after touchdown or a kick. It looks like the kicker's not coming out. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion here.
Smart.
Try to make it 28-21. Go in their pistol formation here, and this is a power set. Bruce
throwing.
Gonna take off. Try to get to the pylon. He did. Just inside the right pylon. 2-point conversion.
Hey, Arlen Bruce. These kids have come to play, Kev.
28-21 will be your halftime score. A big 8 points for Olathe North just before the intermission, and we got a ball game here on our Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Bruce definitely wanted to throw this football, Therese, but when you got running skills like that, he was able to get inside the pylon and convert the 2-point conversion.
He's like, yeah, I'll just take it myself. And he has the athleticism to make it to the corner. We're going to take another look at it here. I can't wait to see Arlen Bruce. So he's looking to throw, but he decides, never mind, and he's going to run. And he beats the man to the corner to complete a clutch drive in which Olathe North, in my opinion, showed a tremendous amount of grit. This was an important drive for them, and not only did they score a touchdown, they got the 2-point conversion to pull within 7 at half. This is basically a tie ball game.
Coming back with Hy-Vee at the half on a homecoming night for Olathe North. They trail Sunflower Conference rival Shawnee Mission East 28-21. A good one here in Week 6 in Kansas. Hy-Vee at the half, coming back right after this. Welcome back to Hy-Vee at the half. Shawnee Mission East in a shootout, leading 28-21 over Olathe North at halftime. Coming up next week, it's the game of the year in the Eastern Kansas League. Bishop Miege, number 4 at 4-1, is at number 1 and undefeated St. Thomas Aquinas. That should be a good one next Friday the 12th, 7 p.m. right here, our Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week on Spectrum Sports.
Gotta love the EKL, baby. Little EKL showdown in good old Kansas.
Well, we've had a lot of points in this game. The quarterbacks have been stars in this one. We'll start with the Lancers and Andy Maddox throwing it around the lot.
You know, I've been so impressed with Maddox tonight. He's done a nice job commanding the offense. You see 9 of 10 there. And most importantly, he's taking what these guys are giving him, which is the deep ball. And he's putting these passes on the money. The offensive line has given him a lot of time. He hasn't been rushed. And you can see he's putting the ball where it's got to be, and he's letting his receivers make plays for him. That should continue in the second half unless Olathe North makes an adjustment.
3 touchdown passes to 3 different receivers tonight.
That's all you can ask for from your senior quarterback. Gotta love it.
Nice screen pass here to Friends, went for 17 yards, but he's also hooked up with Eccles, and this 36-yarder to Carroll.
Eccles was the star early, but Carroll's been getting his late. We'll see who takes it on home.
But the other 10 in this ball game, Arlen Bruce IV. He can run it and he can throw it.
I've been so impressed with Arlen Bruce as well. Look at this. He's just making plays. Like, this is him. Got some blocks up front, but like so much of their offense has been generated on Arlen Bruce making a play. Like, he made 6 guys miss here. Look at this. I mean, that's God-given. You know, you can't teach any of that. And you see here, really nice play call, a really nice catch by Devin Stoker. And then Arlen Bruce doing what he does best, making plays. And he's making a play with his feet. That was a design pass, but he's like, I'll just take it on home myself.
That was the 2-point conversion, making it 28-21 East at halftime. East won the opening coin toss, deferred their option to the second half. So it'll be the Lancers getting the third quarter kick here. And one of the big play wide receivers tonight for Shawnee Mission East, Deontay Carroll, making some nice plays tonight for the Lancers passing game.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Eagles are playing a lot of off coverage, and Carroll can run by this. Look at that, 3 catches for 105 yards and a touchdown. You know, this is the guy you got to start accounting for. You know, both him and Eccles can beat you downtown. So, look, the Lancers know what they've got on offense. They spread it around pretty well here. So, you know, they're going to keep taking what the Eagles give them.
Well, what about the second half here? Does the shootout continue, or does the defenses step up here? Because that guy's a defensive-minded coach. I think he'd like to see the defenses step up here.
Well, I mean, we'll see pretty early here, right? Like, are they going to play 2 deep? Are they going to play 1 high? Like, what are they going to do to account for this speed that the Lancers have? The problem is, if you start playing 2 deep against a team like this, the running back, Friends, he can take it the distance on you too. So it's kind of a no-win proposition. But they can't keep getting beat deep with deep strikes.
Both these teams 4-1, but Olathe North's game was a non-conference loss to Columbine High School in Colorado. So they're still undefeated in the conference. And the one loss for Shawnee Mission East was in the conference to Gardner Edgerton, who's undefeated this year.
Yeah.
As there's the speedsters, Eccles and Carroll, back to retrieve this.
That's fitting.
Willoughby Neal kick.
No matter which one you kick it to, could be a problem.
They're both dangerous return men and excellent wide receivers. Both have receiving touchdowns here in the first half. They send it down the field, and this is muffed. And the ball will be covered up immediately at the 15-yard line. So you got to field the ball. And this time Carroll, or check that, Eccles, had some problems and did the safe thing and just covered it up. But his team will start at the 16-yard line, 1st and 10. Andy Maddox, big first half, 3 touchdown passes.
You can rest assured the Lancers are going to be looking for more steady play from Andy Maddox. Also broke off a big run, too. Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Friends will be to the quarterback's left. Give it off to Tony Friends, trying to step outside. Ridden down by Zarlingo at about the 19-yard line. Big J just hopped on his back. A lot of pads popping down in the field as we listen in on this one here.
Big number 67 making his presence felt.
3 hard yards, 2nd down and 7.
Oh boy.
Quarterback keeping, rolling, throwing, and throwing incomplete as that pass came up short to Rashawn Burney.
And the thing I noticed there, Kev, you know, I keep harping on it, but no deep safety help, so they're staying in what they do here.
Tried to direct some traffic there, and the pass just came up short there as McKibben had the coverage for Olathe North.
Well, we got 3rd and 7 now, so I'm sure Shawnee Mission East would love to be able to run 3 verts here. Yeah, that's there. Let's see if they throw it.
Tight end right. 3rd down and 7. Pass down the field. Receiver goes down. Let's see if flags go down. Yes, they do. That was Ryan Hess, the intended target, number 11, and he was taken down. Pass interference on Olathe North.
So maybe that's the strategy now. When these guys start running those vertical concepts past you, let's tackle them and give them 15 yards as opposed to letting them just run streak past you, because they haven't changed their shell. You know, there's no deep safety help. I mean, they're begging for them to throw deep, but, you know, maybe this is what the trade-off would be. And if you keep doing that, you know, maybe you'll be able to condense the field into the 20s. And then things will get a little tighter there. It's an interesting strategy. Let's see if they get another penalty like that, you'll know what's up.
1st and 10 via the penalty from the 34. Quarterback keeping on the read option. Matt Martin takes him down. Gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. There you see Matt Martin, one of the more improved players on their defensive line. Really hit the weight room. Leads the team in tackles for a loss.
See big number 59 for the Lancers.
That's Sam Rita, one of their
blocking to the
offensive
whistle.
linemen. Yep. On 2nd down and long, Friends. Still on his feet, breaking free. Able to keep his balance. And he's tackled in the secondary as a saving stop. A defensive back who was back there in coverage all of a sudden looked up and saw number 2 streaking at him and had to make the stop.
Yeah,
and that's Mario Sanchez making the saving tackle.
Friends even had me fooled as a Detroit guy. I recognized what that was. The Barry Sanders spin from long ago. You think he got him. Remember the Bills thought they pulled down Barry in '91 in the regular season finale. They tried to spin him to the ground, but Barry with the outstanding contact balance. You see, Trey Friends kind of channeling that. Heck of a run.
21 yards and a 1st down. Quarterback keeping on the roll, looking down the field. Oh! And it is incomplete. Now he's petitioning the official for a flag. That's Sanchez. was the defender there, as it was Deontay Carroll trying to come back on this ball, but couldn't get it. It's incomplete.
So there's a flag here.
Offensive
you can
pass
see right
interference
there.
is what's called here.
Yeah, you can see. You can see he did it. He kind of
He was calling for the flag, but the flag ended up on number 6.
Pulled the jersey with his left hand, tried to go over the back.
1st and 15 for Coach Hoover. Carroll has a 36-yard receiving touchdown tonight.
Oh my, do you see that green space down at the bottom of the screen?
Yep. They'll run it up the middle with Bernie. Tackle from behind by Earls. Just shy of the 40-yard line. Earls, the linebacker, hanging on there, number 5.
Tackle was made by number 5, Jasper Earls. 2nd down, Shawnee Mission East.
Yeah. Bernie runs hard, but it's just hard to miss.
Got 6 on that last run. He has the lone rushing touchdown tonight for Shawnee Mission East. Rashawn Bernie, the transfer from Shawnee Mission West.
There's men in front.
And here's Friends. And he is shut down. Eagles doing a good job of just scraping down the line. That was Zarlengo again,
Big
number 67. The big guy can move here.
Big J Zarlengo's been disruptive. And he rides with bad intentions. There you go, big fella. I've been impressed by him.
Well, he's definitely a college prospect. He's a returning starter, Big J, and he's right there in the middle of that Eagle defense. Now a big down and distance, 3rd down and 9. Maddox wants it off, trying to find Eccles. He was held up there around the hip area by a nice play by James Thomas. That's one of those heady cornerback plays. If the referee doesn't see it, you can get away with it. You get away with it. He had him around the hip and he slowed him up here.
This is good coaching by Olathe North. They're going to make these refs throw the flag.
Right there, look at that right hand.
They're going to make these refs throw the flag every time. This is good coaching by them.
Eccles is like, where's the flag? Thomas is like, I didn't do anything. But just grab him around the waist and slow him down. Here's Willis to punt it away on 4th down and 9. They'll vacate the area, and this will be a sideline short punt. And Olathe North at points before halftime. Maybe they seize the momentum in this game.
Yeah, I mean, if they're not going to call the pass interferences, yeah, I mean, it's going to be difficult because they're keyed in on the run, obviously, and the only way to beat what they're running is to go up top. So I just, you know.
It was a 15-yard punt. Ball will be spotted at the 27-yard line, so this is why you see these teams going for it on 4th down. What's the point of punting for 15 yards? Why don't you just go for it and play some defense?
I love when you go on the, when you just see so much football. Like it just, you make a great point.
Arlen Bruce in the offense out, draw play, Sanchez.
Oh, Sanchez, man.
And Sanchez fights his way just across the 30 to the 31 for a hard-earned 4 yards.
Oh, yeah.
Damon has a long touchdown run of 63 back in the 2nd quarter.
Stottle with the tackle. Stottle's there's some good football players on this defense, man.
Yeah, he's
Stottle,
a first-team All-League player last year.
Moore is outstanding. P.J. Spencer. And Dino's been around the ball a little bit. Some good players in here, man.
2nd down and 6. Sanchez off the right side. Andino wrapping him up. Spencer had him around the legs. 3 more gain for the Olathe North running back as you take a look at Ashton Andino, one of the defensive linemen, the nose tackle.
Now, this much I'll tell you. Sanchez is running with some juice. I want to see him touch the football just a little bit more. All he needs is a sliver.
3rd down and 3. Bruce going to take off and run. Nifty move.
Speaking of a sliver.
And
Bruce will
he's
find
across midfield. 1st down run as he goes for 17 and a 1st down. This guy in space is dangerous.
And you know who else is a good football player? The tight end, Ivan Avila. Seals the edge there. And then just Bruce is just so slippery. Really good football player. Just a sophomore. Uh-oh.
Here's Sanchez.
Sanchez!
Cutting it up.
See ya!
Free. They will not catch his 4.5 speed.
Peace!
Touchdown, 49 yards.
Oh,
There is a flag down back at the line of scrimmage, and this may be coming back.
Yep.
It is holding Olathe North.
My word. You said, I told you. I knew Sanchez was going to get the ball again because he was looking really good on the previous few plays. He gets it, he gets a sliver, but you got to play within the rules, Kev. You got to play within the rules. Brutal, brutal break for Olathe North. Let's try to figure out where it came from here.
This is the area right over there. Spencer went down, but
boy. And let me tell you, I will say, look, the play got called back, but let me tell you something. When Damon Sanchez is off to the races, okay, it's over.
Spot penalty makes it first down and 18.
Give it to him again.
Walk-off.
Run it again.
Line of scrimmage, the 43, Olathe North zone. So wave off the long touchdown run. Here's Sanchez.
Oh my, Stottle saw it.
Stottle, linebacker, wrapping him up and throwing him down.
My word. Tyler Stottle, so impressed with this first team All-Sunflower Leaguer. Flows of the ball, good tackler. That is football at its best. Stottle's a good football player, Kev.
Yeah, he's a college prospect too. They said that he plays linebacker at this level, but he'll probably be a safety when he goes on to college to play. Pistol set. Second down and 17. And they throw it out there, and this is Myers, Mason Myers, just across midfield. Still going to leave him at third down, 8 or 9 yards. That's his first catch of the game. Myers, also a basketball player, senior wideout.
8-yard completion, number 4, Mason Myers.
So I'm sure you guys might have missed that, but Olathe North's being creative with his blocking scheme. On that rollout, they actually pulled the lineman to the right. And you actually see the Kansas City Chiefs do that a little bit in their pass blocking schemes. Pretty cool.
It's third down and 9. Bruce looking for the quarterback draw, got hung up.
Slips away.
Now throwing, pass intercepted. Diego Harvey back.
Diego!
And he'll take it inside the 50, and now a late flag is thrown in into the bench area. Which could be tack-on yardage for Olathe North. This ball got tipped. Diego, right place, right time. Gets his second interception of the year.
Diego Harvey does an outstanding job keeping his eyes up, paying attention to what's happening on the field, adjusting to the ball, and then making a play. When you have an opportunity to grab a ball, snatch a ball out the air like that, you got to do it. Now, I want to commend Bruce because he's trying to make a play. But Harvey is in the right place, right time. And Shawnee Mission East is in business.
And now they're walking off the yardage against Olathe North on the hit on the sideline. And it's going to be great field position. First turnover of the game as Diego Harvey gets the interception. Ball at the 34-plus territory for East, leading by a touchdown. Coach Hoover going to the play sheet on 1st and 10 now.
Now, if it's me here, they're going to come out here with no more safeties again. You know.
Give it off to Friends, and he is bottled up.
You know what they're trying to do.
Patillo with a nice play.
These linebackers are flowing hard to the ball. They're attacking gaps.
Reasoner also there.
They are out here taking away the run.
Second down.
And you have got 2 premium receivers. You know, I'm going to keep going up top because they're going to keep holding. At some point, the refs will throw the flag.
No gain on that last running play. I thought they might go for the throat after the interception.
I have a feeling it's coming. Again, no safety help.
Give it off to Friends.
Oh, boy.
And a flag is down.
Oh, boy.
And Friends
This is
back
bad.
to the line of scrimmage and then going backwards as
this is not
A.J.
ideal.
Patillo leading the charge. And this is a
Shawnee
holding
Mission
penalty coming up on Shawnee Mission East more than likely.
They're going the wrong way. Wow.
back him up. Be a second down and long coming up.
So this ought to be fascinating because, like, now they almost have to throw deep or call a screen or something where they finally have a little safety. Yeah, now they got a safety, right? Now our man.
Second down and 22.
Devin Stoker's playing one high.
Says third down, but the down marker says second. Pass is a low one, scooped off the turf for a catch. That was Carroll. And he'll get about 6 or 7 yards. Short pickup here as this ball was just low, but Deontay goes down low, able to make the catch at the 39-yard line. Now it's going to be third down and 15 remaining. Pass coming on the field as a wide receiver for the Lancers. Maddox time, looking for the deep ball. Intercepted.
He got it.
Mario Sanchez.
Hey.
Inside the 10 has the interception for the Eagles.
Have a day, Mario. Now, I think they had an idea that was coming. That's a heck of a play. Like, that's a heck of a play by Mario Sanchez. I think it's going to be important here for Shawnee Mission needs not to go away from it because that's what they're giving them. Tremendous, big cushion there given, first of all. They knew it was third long. That's the disadvantage to being the third long. They can kind of take deep drops and like anticipate that. It's going to be important for Maddox to just shake that off and on the next drive try it again. That was just different because it was third long. They're going to keep giving it to you.
Fourth interception of the year. Great ball tracking, though, by Sanchez to get the interception from the 7. Bruce will try to run it out of there. Has some room.
Oh!
He coughs up the fumble! And it's covered up.
There's that man again!
Diego Harvey, back-to-back takeaways for Shawnee Mission East. One via the interception. This time he'll get credit for a fumble recovery.
Diego! Hey, you talk about a kid that's been at the right place at the right time. Diego Harvey. Have a day, kid.
So now the even shorter field awarded to Shawnee Mission East. They'll have it at the 22-yard line as Bruce at the end of this run will cough it up.
Oh, that's a heck of a job.
Schlody, the outside linebacker.
Sam Schlody. That was outstanding. That's how you're taught. And he makes a play.
See if they go for the throat and throw to the end zone after the quick changeover here.
Trey
Friends on a run around the end. And nothing doing there as he is thrown down. Nice play there by Solomon Wambua.
Kevin, you seeing these linebackers?
They're flying around. That's what they do.
These guys really attack downhill, man.
It's a loss of 2. Wambua will get credit for a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, this is one of those defenses you just kind of got to throw the beat. It's there. You just got to execute. A lot of space at the bottom of your screen. A lot of space.
Maddox looking over the middle, incomplete. Stoker had better position on that ball than the targeted wide receiver there.
And you can see Trey Eccles is like, I'm open. You can throw it my way. I got it.
That was intended for Rashawn Burney, but Stoker really had a better play on the ball, the safety man. Now it's third down and 12, and trying to take advantage of these turnovers in the short field.
Oh, man, there's only a 5-yard cushion down for Eccles.
Maddox steps and throws, and intercepted again. And it's Stoker again. Well, he almost got the last one. This time he did get it. And both teams with 2 turnovers here in the third quarter.
After a well-played first half that features 0 turnovers, these teams can't stop turning it over now. This is crazy. Now, nice defensive adjustment by Olathe North.
Where are they going to spot this ball? This is going to be key here. He fell backwards into the end zone. It won't be a touchback. They're going to have the Eagles. He caught it in the field of play and then spun back. So this will be back near the 2-yard line.
Now, we spent a lot of time in the first half talking about some of the lack of adjustments for Olathe North, but the thing is, these are defensive coaches. Chris McCartney's done a nice job here because now they're playing a one-high safety, which the quarterback, Maddox, clearly didn't see. And a lot of these cornerbacks are bailing in coverage sooner, allowing them to better play the deep ball.
Here's Sanchez. And Sanchez.
Big hit.
Zigzagging his way.
I'd give the ball
6-yard
to
gain to the
Sanchez,
8-yard line as he ran into Petey Stanton, the safety man.
Sanchez is running like he wants it. Give him the ball again. Look at this. Whoop. Oh, yeah. Yep. They know what's up.
Here's Sanchez.
Sanchez spinning.
And he is spinning for a first down to the 25-yard line.
Spinning Sanchez.
17 yards on the run by Sanchez, and he is so dangerous.
Circle button. Oh, yeah. Sanchez is feeling it. Give that man the football. Just give it to him. Yep.
They're going to feed number 2. And he is tackled from behind as making the stop was Stoddle, but another big run, and it should be
Let me tell you something,
yardage
Kev.
to the 37. That should be another first down run. Sanchez is piling them up here.
Sanchez is fresh. He barely touched the ball in the first half except for the long run. He's fresh, and he's the fastest man on the field.
Chain gang's having to play catch-up here as Sanchez is reeling off the first down. Here's Bruce up the middle as he's across the 40 to the 43-yard line for a nice gain of 7. And
you can see the excitement on Olathe North sideline. You know, these kids are into it. They believe again.
Only down by a touchdown late third quarter after the Stoker interception near the goal line. Eagles driving. Here's Bruce on the cutback.
Bruce.
And Bruce should have enough for a first down. They are related to Isaac Bruce, the former St. Louis Ram wide receiver. That's Arlen III's cousin. Got to be somewhat old to remember The Greatest Show on Turf. But Isaac Bruce was an excellent wide receiver back in the day.
Now, I'm a member of the Hall of Fame voters. He's somebody I think is going to come up soon.
And this is Sanchez.
Man, he's running hard.
But for a skinny guy like he is, he shows a lot of power at the end of these runs.
And there's no hesitation either. I mean, he really sticks his nose in there. He's getting stronger as the game goes. They need to give him the ball. Just give that man the ball. Let him do it.
Nice gain of 8, second down and 2. Here's Sanchez. This time spun. Nice play by Ben Woods, the outside
Benny
backer.
Woods, one of the most improved players on this defense. Benny Woods comes through.
Third down, Olathe North.
Wow. Just comes flying in. And he's into it.
Tackle for a loss by Woods. Third down and 3. Play action. Bruce in trouble. Got
the spin.
Still alive.
He's open.
Driving his man down the field. Inside the 20. Inside the 15. What a play by Bruce to keep the play alive and find Corey Lawson, backup running back, with the catch and run for a first down.
Arlen Magic Bruce. This is outstanding. I thought he was down. The big kid, Spencer, 6'3", 245, couldn't bring him down. He keeps his eye, a little Mahomes magic from Arlen Bruce IV.
31 yards on the play. Here's Sanchez. Running play on first down, not much doing. Ben Woods, another stop.
Tackle was made to number 4, Ben Woods. Second down, Olathe North.
Sanchez gets down low to read the play and kind of give himself a little breather.
He's tired.
And the clock going to wind out on the third quarter. No scoring. Both teams with 2 turnovers in the quarter. 28-21 after 3. Come back to the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. You're watching Spectrum Sports. Sunflower League action is hot right now in Olathe, Kansas. The Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week is brought to you by Hy-Vee, the official sponsor of High School Spirit. Hy-Vee scoring by quarters. You've got 2 zeros there in the third quarter after a lot of points scored in the first half, but both teams had the turnovers, as both teams had 2 turnovers in the third quarter, but Olathe North is driving here.
And it looks like Arlen Bruce is in the process of willing his team to a game-tying score, but they still got to punch it in, right? They got to punch it in now.
We'll start the fourth quarter with a 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 13-yard line in the red zone. Eagles trailing by 7. Both teams 4-1.
Avila's in motion. I wonder if he's blocking.
It'll be Bruce running to that strong side, and Bruce now and he got in for the touchdown.
Magic!
How did he do it? There was little real estate there, and he was able to wriggle into the end zone for a 13-yard rushing touchdown. Arlen Bruce the 4th.
Arlen Bruce showing the patience of Le'Veon Bell, following his blockers, letting it all develop, and then just taking what's there. You gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Well, the all-important PAT, they missed one tonight, and Willoughby Neal is good on this one, and it ties it at 28, early fourth quarter.
Let's take a look at this patience of Magic Bruce. They run behind the tight end, Avila, nice block, and he's just weaving, ducking, dodging, touchdown. Eagles.
The 2nd rushing touchdown of the night, and he now has 11 on the year. Also has a 2-point conversion rushing score as well. Woo. What a drive after the Stoker interception to go 10 plays, 98 yards, and a game-tying touchdown.
Hey, listen, when Arlen Bruce does that, look at that, 14 rushes, 126 yards, 2 touchdowns. But when you make a play like that, and one spinning away, and then throwing the ball downfield, it's the kind of play that makes your teammates believe in you. And that comes in handy in tight games just like this.
Playing for your father's school. Your father was a legendary player, one of Simone. Played professional football, and now following in his footsteps as now Willoughby Neal has it on the tee. Deep back are Carroll and Eccles. This will not get to them, as this will be live ball. And Olathe North says they've covered it up.
They got it!
Wambua covered it up. Solomon Wambua, outside linebacker. This ball ended up in a gap between the deep men and the up men, and nobody came to the football in a timely fashion, and Coach Hoover's frustrated right now on his sidelines, as the ball will be at the 22 for Olathe North. Watch this fall in this little gap here.
Just blocks.
Somebody's got to get up on that.
I know.
And I was like, Carroll might have slipped coming up to field it, and Wambua was right there. Solomon showing the pigskin off.
Way too many turnovers right now for Shawnee Mission East. That's a 3rd. Way too many. All in the second half.
Give it off to Sanchez. Woo! Sanchez banging off tacklers and fighting his way for a hard 4 or 5 yards there. He's a tough guy.
He's a tough guy, because let me tell you something. We've talked a lot about Tyler Stoddard tonight, the linebacker, and he came in there with bad intentions. He didn't even try to wrap up. He's just trying to deliver a blow. Watch this. Just, you know, pow! He's just trying to deliver a blow. And Sanchez keeps trucking.
Arlen Bruce going to take
Magic.
off. And Stoddle is all over him. That was the first guy to hit him. And he got helped out by his teammates there, but Stoddle flying in there.
Yeah, Stoddle's well on his way to earning another first-team All-Sunflower nod. And he's coming in there.
Spivak finished him off there, the cornerback, but Stoddle is just flying around tonight, the inside linebacker for the Lancers. And he is one of their top tacklers. He and Moore, number 17.
Yeah. Oh, there's Avila in motion. That's where they're running.
3rd down and 5. Reversing field.
A Tarkenton-like spin.
And
Bruce
He's inside the 5. He'll have the first down. It'll be 1st and goal near the 6-yard line. This guy is a highlight reel almost on every play. As you think you got him, forget it.
This guy's got the Fran Tarkenton gene. Look at this. He's run. No! And he spins back. And he keeps his eyes up. And then he just runs. He's magic.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Couple of rushing touchdowns tonight by Bruce. 2-point conversion. Out of the pistol, Sanchez.
Sanchez running hard. And he's brought down.
Nice play there by Andino to hold on to him and keep it to a 2-yard gain. Ashton Andino, number 99 there.
Now listen, I wore 99 in high school. I got a soft spot for big number 99s. And this kid is as big as they come. About 5'10", 285. The fire hydrant to the max. Gotta love it.
2nd down and goal on the empty set. It'll be Bruce all by himself, dancing. And it was Petey Stanton, the safety man, got up there and slowed him down, number 8. Directed him right into the defensive coverage, or this might have been a touchdown there. Petey sealed the outside. He wanted to jet to the outside, but Petey Stanton making a nice play. The free safety senior, one of the senior leaders for this team, as we're going to get a timeout taken by the Shawnee Mission East defense here, as trying to take advantage of the kickoff snafu by Shawnee Mission East.
They better keep playing. This isn't over.
Next week on the Game of the Week, EKL action in the Game of the Year in the EKL.
Yes, sir.
Bishop Miege, the Stags 4-1, taking on the Saints. They're 5-0 next Friday, October 12th, 7 p.m. It's the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week, and it's right here on Spectrum Sports. Once again, as far as the East bracket in 6A, Gardner Edgerton sitting on top with the number 1 seed, but East and North battling for that number 2 seed, and a head-to-head win is big in where you sit on that chart. So this is an important game, not only for the Sunflower League, but for playoff seeding in 6A. And remember, Lawrence Free State is on the west side of the bracket. Free State probably the team that could win the Sunflower League this year. After the timeout, Magic's going to take off. And he is inside the 1-yard line.
Wow.
It was 3rd down and 3. Now it's going to be 4th down and less than a yard. What do the Eagles want to do here as they try to go in front with just over 9 and some change to play in this one?
Hey, this is a gotta-have-it situation. A game with potentially seeding consequences. It's the 4th quarter. This is what you work for in the offseason. This is what you train for, to get 1 yard when you gotta have it.
They'll go for it.
Magic!
And he didn't get there. He did not get there. They shut him down. Shawnee Mission East stopped him.
A heroic defensive stand by the Lancers.
What a play at the goal line. Let's see if we can see who made this stop, denying the Eagles quarterback.
There's that man again.
That's Moore.
Joe Moore.
He was there, and Stottle finished him off. The ball came out as well, but he did not get into the end zone, thanks to the inside linebackers for Shawnee Mission East, Moore and Stottle, their 2 leading tacklers.
Let me tell you something, Kev. You got upperclassmen. This is what you want from them. This is what you demand. And in 4th and 1, 4th and goal in the 4th quarter of a big game, they step up and make the play. Outstanding job by the 2 upperclassmen, the 2 captains.
And now Maddox goes again with the hard count, and he may have drawn the defensive line off here. Nope, he drew one of his offensive linemen off, and the ball's already like inches away from the goal line. It's going to be half the distance, and you're going to get about little movement here. As you got to worry about taking a safety here, or turnover this close to your own goal line.
One thing I want to point out here is that Shawnee Mission East has a lot of seniors, okay? Like, they've been battle tested, okay? And this is a game that they played as juniors for. So they should be able to maintain their cool.
Maddox to throw
Up
out
top.
of the end zone, looking down the field, and the pass incomplete. Flags are down.
Yeah.
Pass interference on Thomas
They're going to make him throw the flag, Kev.
as he was covering Eccles, and Maddox
no.
is shaken up in the end zone.
Oh, no.
We're thinking it's pass interference on Olathe North as Maddox tries to run it off. See if the backup quarterback, Ryan Bolin, no, he just pushed him
He
away.
just pushed him away.
Yeah, you're not coming in.
Hey, listen.
Get
what-
back out there.
And what year is Andy Maddox in?
He's a senior. He's a captain. He's not coming out of this
No,
game.
sir. No, sir. Yeah, the coaches just told James Thomas to hold if necessary. But let's see what happens here to Maddox. Oh!
Wow, that's
Oh, my. He might have a strained MCL. And he's going to keep it?
and he's going to run it. How? My legs are
Now,
good here, and Andy Maddox runs it out to the 27-yard line. That'll be a 12-yard gain and a first down.
Now, Kev, I will tell you this. When I played high school ball, I sprained my MCL one game. I finished the game on it, and I was out for 2 weeks. But when the adrenaline is going, you can play on something like that. And this kid is not coming out of this game. It means too much. His team needs him.
Well, he's had a couple of big runs tonight. One in the first half of 44,
Now,
and that one.
I will say this. After that game, I woke up in the middle of the night in pain, and I had to go to the hospital. So
Yes.
there will be a price.
The after effect as Tony Friends across the 30 to the 32 for about 5 yards on that first down run.
But Andy Mad Dog Maddox isn't worried about that right now. He's trying to deliver a win for his teammates and friends.
Friends lost his shoe there as he's not leaving the field either. These guys are all staying out there. We're not leaving the field.
Nope.
No
They need him.
equipment check there. He's just going to slap on the
You know, and
shoe and go.
Kev, I'll say they need him. Because, again, you know, the way to beat this defense is throwing up top. Maddox throw the best deep ball on the team. They need him.
Here's Friends.
Friends.
Matt Martin tackling him from behind up to the 37. 5 more yards, and that should be another first down. So a good drive that started at like the half-yard line.
First down, Shawnee Mission East.
Maddox checking his play sheet on his wrist there, and
Now, Kev, I'll tell you, there are 8 seniors in the starting lineup for the Lancers. They are methodically moving.
swing pass. Ryan Hess the catch, turning it up the field. He's across midfield for another East first down. Ryan Hess,
Now,
little possession receiver, all fired up after that catch and run.
guess what grade he's in?
He is a senior as well.
So, I think Justin Hoover knows where the bread is buttered. You go with the upperclassmen in a big game like this. I've been really impressed by Hoover's play calling. Like, I think they generally take what Olathe North gives them.
Well, he did a great job at Bishop Miege under Coach Grunhard and Coach Holmes. Only won 5 state titles, so man knows how to call his plays.
Oh, my
as
word.
Friends is wrapped up by Jordan Baker.
Now, I'm going to tell you something here now. Jordan Baker's a senior. That's a strong young man.
And
5'11",
Patillo was here as
225.
well, but it looked like Baker, no, it was Patillo, the first contact. Baker helped out, so AJ's having a big game.
And Patillo's talking because he knows what this is.
Well, he's a very good player. AJ, one of their leading tacklers, and he has only played in 4 of their 5 games. He had a knee issue. And there's Friends backing his way across the 45 down near the 44-yard line. He'll get about 5 yards on that run.
Oh, man. We got us a game, Kev. This is why these kids work so hard. Who's going to prevail?
Now big down and distance, 3rd down and 5.
What do you go to?
They go to the pass and
Yes,
find
he got
Deontay
it.
Carroll on the sidelines for a first down inside the 40-yard line.
Now,
Or that was Eccles, I beg your pardon. Check that, Eccles.
Now,
Guys wear 5 and 6, and they look exactly alike on their jerseys.
Now, the interesting thing about this is that, again, they're just taking what they're giving them. Deep drops by the corners. They're giving them a lot of space. Really impressed by the job the receiver did staying tough because he knew he was going to accept a blow. Now, what I'd like to see is Olathe North show the same amount of grit and perseverance. Which senior on Olathe North will make a play?
Maddox is not healthy. He is still gimpy out there, but he's trying to play through it as they give it off to Friends.
Whew.
And he's able to get yardage to the 35, a gain of 3. But you see Maddox kind of little hitch in his giddy up. He's not leaving this game. Like you said, this is too important to him. He's a senior leader. And
they count on him.
His team leads.
Now, let me tell you something.
See, he's not right. See, look at his leg there.
Yeah, let me tell you something, though. You come back to school on Monday, and you lead a team to a win like this with a heroic performance, they'll show you some love in the school.
But after your story, it doesn't sound like he's going to have a pleasant weekend. As this running play is Rashawn Birdie.
He'll need it after the weekend.
Need some Tylenol after this weekend as he is stopped there by Earls. Nice play by the linebacker for Olathe North.
Man, I'm really impressed with how hard these kids play, man. The Olathe North defense really gets after it, man. These kids play so hard.
Eccles to the right, Carroll to the left. In the slot is the tight end Steele. 3rd down and 7. Maddox throwing incomplete to Ryan Hess. McKibben was coming up quickly, the strong safety, and may have messed up the vision there of Ryan Hess. Maybe kind of divert his attention.
Shout out to Malcolm McKibben. You know, McKibben came flying in there. Look at that, he just came flying in.
You see that blue jersey coming your way there if you're Hess, and decided, well, can't catch this one. It's good sportsmanship shown by both. 4th down and 7 from the 35. Here's a pivotal play.
Let's see what happens. Can the Eagles make a stand?
Maddox, plenty of time down the field, has his man, 1st down. Eccles inside the 25, move the chains for Shawnee Mission East. Trey Eccles.
2 seniors link it up when it matters the most. Andy Maddox, Trey Eccles.
They got 10 yards on 3rd down or 4th down and 7.
Beautiful throw.
And able to convert it and keep the drive alive that started at the half-yard line on a 4th down stop of Arlen Bruce at the goal line by Moore and Stottle. Quarterback read option.
Maddox.
He must be okay.
Big hit.
He is taken down by Stoker. After a 3-yard gain.
Hey, Stoker almost changed this game here. That ball was a little free now.
Maddox.
Ooh. Maddox showing a lot of heart, Kev. Only 3 minutes left in this one.
Two timeouts remaining for Shawnee Mission East. They just want to keep the ball away from Olathe North. Remember, they have an all-state kicker with a career long of 56 in Parker Willis.
Ooh.
So they may be just trying to get it lined up for their superstar kicker, as this is Birdie. And he's able to get a couple of yards before McKibben wrapped him up.
Malcolm McKibben. What I will tell you is that this Olathe North defense plays hard. It was the big fella, Jay Zarlingo. These kids play hard, and they're physical, and they get after it. I'm going to come away from this game very impressed by the Olathe North defense. The scores they gave up earlier, it was scheme-wise. You know, if you don't have deep safeties, they're going to throw the ball on you. But in situations where they've had a chance to make plays, they generally have. These kids don't quit. So impressed with them.
It's 3rd down and 6. They are in field goal range, and the wind is at their back, and they have a premier kicker. Let's see what they do here. If they keep it conservative.
Who's going to make the play for Olathe North?
Hess going in motion.
Trey.
Quarterback will keep it.
Oh, the senior!
He got the 1st down and slides to a stop outside the 10. Nice play. Andy Maddox, who's still a little gimpy, but he did acquire the 1st down.
Wow. A heroic play by Andy Maddox.
brings a first down. Shawnee Mission.
Well, you don't expect him to run it here because he's been a little gimpy, but
Running
able
on
to
the
run
leg.
it, get the first down.
Oh,
And maybe
What's
fool
he
the
gonna-
defense as Maddox is still
he
trying
knows.
to
He's trying.
stay out there. He's talking with Coach Hoover there as
You guys have to understand the amount of pain this young man is in right now.
we'll get a timeout on the field here. This was taken by Olathe North. Timeout Olathe North. They have 2 timeouts, and Shawnee Mission East has 2 timeouts.
Let me tell you something, man. There's going to come a day in 15, 20 years where Andy Maddox is going to tell people, no matter what happens in this game, about the big game he's stuck in for his teammates. Played hurt.
Once again, the screaming Eagle band.
Now watch what happens here on this passing play that ends up in a penalty on Olathe North. You see the defender fall to his lower legs, and quarterbacks hate this.
Oh,
As
man.
just right there,
You see it.
hit the side of his right knee, and that's what
This
got
young
him
man's in a lot of pain right
gimpy,
now.
and he's going to stay out there as it'll be at the 12-yard line, 1st and 10. Give it off to Tony Franz.
Oh, do you see that?
And the
Did you see?
quarterback is hit late on the play here, and nothing is called. I think they're going to have the players, Earls.
Math Martin. No, was that Earls?
Nah, that was number 5, I believe, hitting Maddox. And,
Wow.
Second down.
you don't ever like to see the quarterbacks hit, but that's more of an NFL situation where the quarterbacks are off limits to anybody.
Yeah, no, you can get hit here.
Yeah,
And they're
watch
trying to
him.
make them pay, folks.
Yeah, you don't want to drive him down. I don't think there's anything wrong with Earls. He's just finishing the play here. Quarterback could have kept it. He ran the last one, so no harm done there. 2nd down.
Oh, and he keeps
And
it.
Maddox going to keep it again.
Oh!
And he is hit hard there as coming up was Stoker. And the free
Woo.
safety delivered a shot on the Shawnee Mission East quarterback. It'll be a 3-yard run here, but he paid for it here at the end.
Oh, man.
Brings the 3rd down for Shawnee Mission East.
And we get another timeout on the field. And this is again taken by Olathe North. As you see Shawnee Mission East, their quarterback gutting it out. He's clearly not 100%. East trying to run down the clock and win this game late and not even give a touch to Olathe North and
Yeah.
their dangerous players,
Hey, listen,
Bruce and Sanchez.
I wouldn't be trying to give Magic Bruce another chance with the football or Sanchez. So, listen. Okay, Kev, you've seen enough high school football. Do you go for the touchdown here? Or do you trust one of the best kickers in high school football in the state of Kansas?
I trust one of the best kickers in the state of Kansas. Keep it. You say, Parker, where do you want this ball?
Yeah.
We're going to run it between the hashes. Do you want it near the far hash or the near hash?
And Kev, what grade is Parker Willis in?
He's a senior.
That's right.
6'3", 190 pounds. He's a Division I kicker.
Andy Maddox giving it his all for his friends and teammates.
Under a minute to play.
Uh-oh!
And Friends to the goal line. He's not in.
Did not
He's
get it.
stopped inside the 1-yard line.
Wow. So this is interesting
It
now.
is going to be 1st and goal now.
Number 2, Tony Friends.
Tony
Brings
Friends.
the first down for Shawnee Mission East.
Just found a
Oh,
little
look at him
crease
plant
there.
his foot and go forward. Driving. Tony Friends is 5'6", folks. 5'6", 160. And look at how hard that kid is running. Yeah, so Shawnee Mission East right now smells blood. They want to end this game.
They're looking at a 99.5-yard
do you
drive
see?
here.
The fullback,
Quarterback sneak,
he got it!
and they got it. Touchdown. The Lancers go 99.
A heroic,
Capped by a quarterback sneak by Andy Maddox.
heroic job by Andy Maddox. A little bit of bluffing there. Good job there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
A little bit of bluffing there by the Lancers. They bring in P.J. Spencer. They're all league 6'3", 245-pound defensive end to play fullback. But no, it's a sneak, and it's fitting. Andy Maddox, the kick is good. He willed his team back through injury, through pain, and right now this kid is beat. He's spent. But enjoy it, young man. You deserve it.
And remember, he got hurt early in that drive, maybe the 1st or 2nd play.
Look at him, Kev.
Look at that, 20 plays.
99
That ball was
yards.
inside the 1. You got to throw a little half in there. Just Andy Maddox got a rushing touchdown. And once again, here's where Andy got hurt. Is he's trying to throw out of his own end zone. He got hit on the side of his right knee.
You can see. Oh,
Matt Martin came flying in.
And then Maddox running on the gimpy knee. And he's smart enough through the pain to slide. Oh, and he takes another blast. And then on the doorstep to victory, the 6'4" senior delivers.
20 seconds remaining, and Parker Willis blows it through the end zone, so they'll have to go 80. That kid has a strong leg. Well, do you look for the gadget play, the old hook and the lateral play, or what are you doing here if you're Olathe North?
If it's me, I'm trying to find a way to get the ball to Dalen Sanchez in space. He is still the fastest man on this field. And if I'm Shawnee Mission East, I make sure Trey Eccles is shadowing him. I make sure Eccles is on the field right now. But we'll see what ends up happening. But I tell you this, you got to get the ball to Sanchez. Screen, a little flare, a tunnel screen, bubble screen, something. Get the ball to the kid in his hands and let him go. And look, Kev, at the bottom of the screen, Eccles is down there. They know.
Rolling near side pass on the side is caught. That is Stoker. And he'll get yardage out to the 34-yard line. That is a 14-yard gain and a first down. Clock down to 15 seconds. Still one timeout in the back pocket of Coach McCartney.
This isn't over yet. There's some guys that can take it the distance on this team. Let's see if Magic can do it.
Bruce throwing down the field, and tight window throw, and it's caught near midfield. This is Kendricks, and that's another first down as that goes for 14 yards. So another 14-yard gain, and now the spike at midfield as the clock down to 8 seconds to go in regulation, and North trailing 35-28. Winner will go to 5-1. Loser this game will go to 4-2, and winner of this game will have the 2 slot in the 6A playoff seeding because of the head-to-head matchup win. Here's Bruce. Second down and 10 after the spike.
Magic Bruce.
He's going to go deep down.
Yeah, of course, you got a guy.
Oh,
he caught it. He caught it with a
second left. And he goes out of bounds. They're spotting him at the 16-yard line. The officials are huddling here. Let's wait and see here.
Oh.
They're saying it is a catch. There is a flag down as well.
What a catch. What a throw. Magic Bruce coming up big. And I will say this, Kev, this is the exact kind of ending this game deserves.
Penalty flag is down. Here's the call. It's on the defense. It is declined. It is a catch by Stoker
what
on
a
the
play
near sideline.
By Magic Bruce. Uncorks one, Dylan Stoker, tremendous focus.
Yep, he made contact
Outstanding
early.
Contested ball catch over one of the best athletes on Shawnee Mission East, Trey Eccles.
And they spot the ball down to the 12-yard line. Stoker able to make the catch while being bumped there by Eccles. That's the flag.
So, Shawnee Mission East defense has 8 seniors on it. They need to draw upon their experience and stay disciplined, read their keys, and make a play. But might not help against Magic Bruce.
And the Olathe one shot here after the 39-yarder. Can they send this game to an overtime with the PAT afterwards? And let's see here. We got whistles, and we'll get a timeout. Shawnee Mission East will take the timeout.
Now the good news here for Shawnee Mission East is that they've been here before.
Time now for the defensive play of the game. It's presented by the Ironworkers Local number 10. Learn more about their apprenticeship program by going to ironworkers10.com. This is a 4th down stop by the linebackers for Shawnee Mission East on Arlen Bruce IV. And after that stop, they go 99.5 for the lead in this ball game. That is your Ironworkers 10 play of the game on the defensive side of the ball. Once again, go to ironworkers10.com for more information on their apprenticeship program. Here we go. Here's your ball game.
Who's going to make a play? Magic Bruce.
Throwing
He's
it
got
up.
a man!
Sanchez, off his right hand, incomplete. Shawnee Mission East will win it in an exciting Sunflower League game. Your final is 35-28. What a ball game here in week 6 in Kansas.
Let me tell you something, Kev. If I'm Olathe North, there's absolutely no reason at all to hang your head. It's a disappointing loss, but you showed a tremendous amount of character and you played your tail off. All of them did.
What a night for quarterback Andy Maddox as we go back to the throw from Bruce to Sanchez here.
Now look at this. It's here. And it's a great play call.
He got his right hand on it.
Sanchez almost had it. Almost. They say life is a game of inches. Well, so is football. Just off.
Yeah, he had beaten Petey Stanton there and got his right hand on it, but couldn't reel it in. And what a game here in the Sunflower League. You've been watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Hy-Vee post-game wrap-up comes your way next on Spectrum Sports. An exciting game in week 6 of Sunflower League action between Shawnee Mission East and Olathe North. Lancers would lead at halftime 28-21. Olathe North tied it at 28. But a long drive, 99-plus yards, capped by this quarterback sneak by Andy Maddox from 1 yard out. And the Lancers go on the road and win at ODAC 35-28. And here was the late drive. This is the last play of the game, looking for Sanchez. Got his right glove on it, but couldn't bring it in. Ball game goes to Shawnee Mission East. And it started out as a shootout. Second half was a physical game. And the Lancers, some teams turned the ball over there, but the Lancers in the end, behind their quarterback, who didn't want to come out of the game, maybe hurt his leg, he drove him down the field, got the W.
Classic Sunflower League football right here. This was high school football at its best. It's a game that shows you the value of having seniors. 8 senior starters on the Shawnee Mission East defense that came up with the critical goal line stand on an absolute stud of a quarterback, Arlen, Magic Bruce. And then the senior-led offense, 8, 9 seniors rotate in. They drive 99 yards on the back of their hurt senior quarterback, who ended the drive and delivered the win with a 1-yard quarterback sneak. At the end of the day, if you're Shawnee Mission East, that's what you worked so hard for the last few years. I hope those young men enjoy it, and I hope Olathe North keeps their heads up because they played their tails off.
Eagles dropped to 4-2, suffered their first conference loss. 5-1 now for Shawnee Mission East. Special thanks to the school's ADs, Debbie Catsby of East, Josh Price of North. Thanks to the coaches, Justin Hoover of East and Chris McCartney of North. Our producer, Joe Novacek, for Therese Paler and our entire Spectrum Sports broadcasting crew. This is Kevin White saying so long from ODAC in Olathe. Our final once again, it's a thriller in the Sunflower. Shawnee Mission East wins at 35-28 as we say goodnight from Olathe. Next week, EKL action, Bishop Miege at St. Thomas Aquinas.